Today, I'll be talking to you about the story of a hijab woman named Farah and her experience in high school with wearing the hijab on and how she felt about it. When Farah started high school, she was the only girl in the entire school who wore the hijab. She felt scared and nervous. She was afraid people were going to ask her questions and look at her weirdly. But they didn't, and everyone seemed to accept her, so that made her feel comfortable. However, later in the year, when Farah was sitting in the classroom minding her own business, there was a group of guys across the classroom who were playing truth or dare. One of the guys from the class comes up from behind her and pulls her hijab off. She froze on the spot. She was shook. She was looking around the classroom, panicking, trying to find something long to cover up her hair. She took a sweater that was nearby and tried to cover up her hair. She then wanted to go to the teacher. As she was walking, the guy and his friends comes up from behind her and tried pulling her hijab off, saying, "Nobody ever saw your hair, let me see it." She felt so attacked and she wanted to cry, and she was shivering. She then said, "Please leave me alone." Luckily, somehow she managed to get out of the classroom, and she went up to the first female teacher she saw and told her that the guys in the classroom were playing truth or dare, and one of them pulled her hijab off and don't know what to do because they saw her hair. The teacher told her, "Don't worry, it's okay, just go to the bathroom and fix it quickly." So Farah ran as fast as she can down the stairs to the bathroom, and she was shaking and she wanted to call her dad. In her head she was like, "What am I going to do? They saw my hair." She was freaking out. She eventually calmed down and fixed her hijab off and went back to class. All of the students were gone except for the guy who pulled the hijab. He was standing in class with the teacher, shouting at him, scolding him, and yelling at him. He looked like he was about to cry. Then he looked at the girl who he pulled the hijab off and was incredibly apologizing. At that moment, Farah felt like he learned his lesson. So afterward, he left, and the teacher comes up to her and asks if she was okay. She said yes, and she said if anything like that happens again, she would like to know. She felt okay after that. She was pretty sure everyone forgot about that moment. What can we learn from Farah's story? Learn the value of respecting each other, even when we may be different. Why is respect important? Receiving respect from others is important because it helps us to feel safe to express ourselves. Being respected by important people in our lives teaches us growing up how to be respectful towards others. Respect means that you accept someone for who they are, even when you may be different from you or you don't agree with them. Showing respect in your relationships builds a feeling of trust, safety, and well-being. Respect doesn't have to come naturally, it is something that you learn. The first way you can begin to respect differences from spirituality is to learn about them. Even if you don't agree with someone's beliefs or practices, learning more about what they believe in and why could help you respect their decisions to make these beliefs an important part of their life. Wouldn't you agree?